Hello there. Welcome back to EBM N6. In this video, we want to look at a question from the question paper of November 2024. So we're going to look at question 2 on that question paper that is on section B. So our question 2.1 reads, the newly elected ward councillor of your community is planning to unlock the economic potential of your area by inviting businesses to invest in the area. You propose that they uses consultants in gathering information for the program. Then on the question part, I read explain the term consultants and the various types to your ward counselor. So you are explaining to your ward counselor. But firstly, we have to describe what is consultancy, and then I put down the various types of consultants. So we are going to say that consultants is a method that is used by professionals as a practice that gives expert advice within a particular field. So the expert advice will be on a particular subject which a person or group is paid. So until that after you have given the expert advice, you are expecting a payment as a consultant. So that's what we have in terms of consultants. So we have a brief explanation that we have according to our answer section, whereby saying a consultant is the business that offers advice and guidance uh, to related specialized subject. So that's what we have in terms of the explanation of consultants. Then are the various types of consultants. We are going to have personal consultants. We can have business consultants. We can have technical consultants and also executive consultants. So moving on to the next question, which is on 2.2, it reads, explain the advantages of being a consultant. So we are going to say that we have got various advantages that we can deduce from consultants. Remember, as a consultant, you are offering expert advice and guidance. So obviously, in terms of remuneration, it is going to give you a higher income. So remember, this is expert advice that you are going to get. So obviously, in terms of payment, it's associated with a higher amount. So that is one of the advantages that we can use. And also flexibility in operations. You are a consultant, you are the owner of that consultancy, and obviously in terms of how you are going to operate, you are going to guide yourself, and flexibility in operations or freedom in operation is also going to be an advantage from the point of view of the consultant. So these are the advantages that we have, and we can go to other session to see a rundown in terms of those advantages, whereby we are saying a flexibility to create your schedule is one of the advantages. Varied work assignments, which is a positive learning process. So through the varied work assignments, remember we are going to experience different scenarios from different assignments that we are going to be given by different clients that are going to come for consulting. So within that process, you are going to learn a lot. So that becomes an advantage. Then you also have you can employ your skills, talents, and abilities to the fullest. You are not limited in terms of how you are going to apply your skills, your talents, and your abilities. And then we also have the satisfaction of helping others. So that satisfaction that you are just going to enjoy, that you are assisting others, it can be very rewarding financially. So also this is a positive that we have just explained. Exciting opportunities may open for the consultant. So we are going to see that within the process, you are also going to meet various opportunities that can also change your life as a consultant. So that's what we have in terms of benefits or advantages that we can deduce from consultants. So moving on to the next question, it reads, explain the disadvantages of being a consultant. So there are also some disadvantages or that we can deduce from consultants. So we have also those disadvantages in the other section whereby I say uh, irregular working conditions on certain occasions, the long working days and days are from home. So the working schedule can be a bit tiring, and also you are going to be separated from your home for a longer time period. So this is a disadvantage that we can also deduce. Remember, when you are given a task or an assignment to do, by a client, obviously there are going to be time limits in terms of deadlines to meet. So in that case, you have to meet those deadlines, which is going to be a process whereby you are going to overwork, and maybe you need to be away from home for some time, which is obviously going to affect you as an individual. So this becomes now one of the disadvantages that we have. And then stress in finding clients. Remember, you as a business, you will be waiting for clients to approach you, which can be in some terms, the clients cannot come regularly, which becomes a problem on your side in terms of finding those clients. So that is what we. So it means business is not guaranteed in the consultants field, as it is going to be based on the clients on how they are going to consult. Remember, a consultant is not something that happens. It's not an operational activity in all businesses. It's something that will be happening periodically. So we cannot see businesses come time and again and again. Maybe it happens once or twice a year in a certain business. So in that case, it's also going to limit the number of the frequency that those businesses or clients are going to visit you is going to be limited. So that's what we have to stress and find the clients in no long-term job security. That is also a problem, which is obviously uh, uh, connected to the previous point. And then we have got tremendous job stress and pressure in certain situations. So we are going to see that the issue of pressure is always associated with consultants due to the clients that will be servicing. Obviously, in terms of the issue of deadlines that we have just explained, also will bring that stress and pressures. And then also we have got associated with high traveling costs. Remember, clients can come from various angles of the country. So obviously, some of the assignments that will be given would need you to travel to go on site, and that will be a problem. That becomes a problem when you need to traveling costs. So obviously, maybe you have to travel as a team, which is associated with costs. So this is the last point that we have. And moving on to the next question, you say explain. We are now on 2.4. In drawing up a business plan, certain components like the marketing plan and financial projection need greater attention. Explain the main steps of a marketing plan. So we need to come up with the steps of a marketing plan, but we are seeing that it is requiring us to raise five steps. Obviously, each with 2 marks to get your 10 marks. So looking at a marketing plan, it is a strategic roadmap that businesses use to organize, execute, and track their market strategy over a given period of time. So obviously, that's a marketing plan. So our question needs us to come up with steps of a marketing plan. So we have those steps whereby, firstly, we have to identify the target market, and then you develop a suitable product or service range, and then you distribute the product, develop the needs and wants of the market, promote and sell the product or service, provide after sales as service. So this is what we have on 2.4. And then I will move on to the next part of our question, which is going to be 2.5. So 2.5 reads, for you to implement your drafted business plan successfully, certain key success factors must be in place for your business to succeed. Name any 5 key success factors needed for a successful business. So, what are success factors is also important. Success factors are basically when you're looking at a success factor, it's an element necessary for an organization or project to achieve its mission. So, we are saying success factors refer to all internal and external elements influencing a company's future performance. So, obviously, they are going to influence positively if they are success factors. So, now, the question leads us to name any 5 key success factors. So we have those success factors in our other section, whereby we can talk about manufacturing and operation is the first one. Manufacturing operation, we are saying tight control of manufacturing costs and wastages. So obviously, the emphasis is on the minimization of costs or wastages that are going to be incurred. So that's what we have operation. And then location and distribution. Obviously, the location has to be strategic, has to be convenient and cost effective. So cost effective locations are also important, also associated with a good distribution network. Then we move on to the next one, which is marketing and selling. How are we going to advertise? How are we going to make our customers aware of our product? So some innovation strategies that we can employ the promotional strategies in terms of discounts and make our prices affordable. And then the issue of after sales service, also superior packaging, which is also a marketing strategy. Then go to technology and capabilities. We are talking about um, the issue of innovation, how innovative is the staff, and also how trained is the staff also is also important. And then you talk about the last point whereby we have got cost and finance, which is associated with access to capital or good use of fixed assets, and then also strict budget control. That's what we have on the last point. Then moving on to the next question, which is going to be 2.6, MTN is one of the leading mobile telephone operators in South Africa and other parts of the world. Over the last 5 years, MTN has made more inroads into the mobile industry and they therefore dominate in the market. How do you determine if a business dominates the market or not in a specific industry? So very important. How do you determine if a business dominates the market or not in a specific industry? So obviously, size of the business also is going to tell you whether it's dominating or not. Size of the market share that they hold is also important. So those are some of the factors that you have to take into consideration to determine if a business dominates the market or not. So we have listed in the answer section whereby we are saying the first one, we're talking about the size of the market. Obviously, what a proportion of the market does the business possess? Very important. And also the market growth, how rapid is the proportion of the market that belongs to the business are growing. And then also talk about number of competitors. Remember, if it's a big when we're talking about a big business, we are talking about a business that doesn't face much competition. Remember, when it's we are having uh, a big business, we are going to have some barriers to new upcoming business that want to operate in the same space with that business. So obviously, those barriers are going to limit, and at the end of the day, number of competitors will be less. So this is what we have, and then we've got number of buyers also. Basically, our customers. We can also determine which is also interlinked with our size of the market. And also rapid technology change. How rapid is the technology changing? Obviously, in terms of upgrading, better technology coming in is also a factor that has to be taken into consideration. And this becomes the last question that we have according to this video. And thank you for listening. And hopefully the video is helpful. Please let's take note. More typical examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned for more videos to come. We'll meet again in the next video.